Hi everyone, today is Thursday the 11th of February. I'm coming today with my 18-week post-op RnY gastric bypass update. I'm not alone today, so if you hear any noises, someone wouldn't leave me alone. Hello. I was really busy yesterday, so I couldn't do an update, so I thought I'd do one now in my onesie, because I'm cool. I've been out shopping today and had a huge NSV today actually, which I will get to. This video is probably going to be quite long because I've got quite a lot to say. Where should I start? So yesterday I did my measurements and I'm down 2.5 inches this week, which is a grand total of 74.5 inches. I don't know whether I don't say it in every video, but my starting stats and things like that, I don't know whether I should start saying them, but you guys all know. But I started off at 170.8 kilograms, and as of I don't think it was last week, I think it was the week before, I am 128 kilograms. I can't remember the pounds. I think it was 377 pounds to start with, and now I'm 382-ish. That's off the top of my head, which you guys know is not the best. So I was asked to do a video about, well, I wasn't asked to do a video, I was asked what sort of things that I eat in my last video, so I'll try and sort of say the average day. So every day I've got a Samsung Galaxy phone, and they have an app called S Health. Now I've been using this app for almost a year, maybe something like that, maybe since sort of May, June last year. I can't remember, to be honest. Anyway, so everything that I eat and drink I put in there, so I can log my calories, my carbs. Also, it's been updated now, so it says like sort of iron and calcium, vitamin A. So I'm just gonna get it up. So yeah, so it gives you a nutrient balance score. It says how many calories you've consumed, and it has sort of a breakdown. So it'll say breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then it has morning snack, evening snack, afternoon snack, evening snack. And it'll say how many carbs, fat and protein you've consumed in grams. And then it has sort of protein, fibre, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, iron, saturated fat and sodium. You can also log your water and things like that. The app, you can do loads of stuff. It does your steps, exercise, etc. But I have a Fitbit and use my Fitbit for all of that. But I do use this just to type in everything that I eat, because I find it easier. I know a lot of people use MyFitnessPal, but I can't get the hang of it. And then the foods aren't really from the UK. I think it's more American based, so I find it difficult to do that, as well as the Fitbit also do a food thing as well. And I find the same thing, like I'm not finding like a lot of the foods that I eat in England or the UK are normally in there. So I like it to be really precise, so I just use this because it's all there. I tend to find literally everything, and I can type it in precisely and put in the nutrients as well. If it doesn't show up, I know how to do that now as well, so I've been doing that. So yeah, so average day, this is obviously, it changes every day, but normally I've never been able to eat first thing when I wake up, especially now since surgery. So I usually start off with a large brew. I like Earl Grey, or like Darjeeling. I don't normally drink just normal tea, and I don't drink coffee. It's very rare. So yeah, I'll start off with like a large brew, and then sort of after I've been up for a few hours, I can sort of eat something. So it's usually around lunchtime when I eat for the first time, but that I'm not even hungry then either, which sounds bad, I'm eating when I'm not hungry, but with my work pattern and shift pattern, it's quite erratic and irregular, so I sort of have to eat as and when, otherwise, like the other day, I end up expecting to do a sort of 2 hour shift and it's 10 hours, which is what happened the other day, on Tuesday. So now you know why I did on Wednesday. I was absolutely exhausted, but I'll get there. Sorry, I digress. Anyway, so in the afternoon I like to I have sort of light cheeses. I eat light Baby Bell. I like to eat, I have these Snacker Jacks. I'm not sure if you can get them in anywhere else but the UK. I'm not sure. They're rice puffed sort of, they like crackers, they're like a cross between crisps and crackers, and I have the salt and vinegar ones. They're not exactly healthy or anything, but they're only 8 to 9 calories, and I like to eat, I usually have a pack every day or a pack every other day, which isn't really good, but it is what it is at the moment. Let's see, it would very much depend if I'm working and things like that, so I constantly carry a protein shake with me, which is around 129 calories, and I have like a chocolate one, but it's only small, it's only 330 ml, and there's 20 grams of protein in it. So if I am doing a long shift and I do get a little bit hungry, I can drink that, and it does really fill me up. I don't have them very often, but like, as I say, sort of when I'm in a pickle or I'm just not hungry but I know that I need to get some calories down or some protein in, they're quite handy. I've just started heating them up because there's loads of lovelies on my Instagram, and you get loads of really good ideas for them, and they use their protein and make coffee. I don't really drink coffee, but I get the chocolate protein shakes and then I heat them up. So it's like a hot chocolate, but I sometimes add a little bit of low-cal, fat-free hot chocolate powder to them, because they have like flavours like butterscotch and sort of mint and orange, you know, things like that. So just to sort of give it a little bit more of a natural flavour, because the protein shakes are thicker. So I tend to either water it down. I have a little bit of an intolerance to milk at the moment, but milk would be great just to heat up with some milk just to water it down and then have it in a mug, like a hot chocolate. I can't eat cereals and things like that at the moment because, as I say, I've always had a slight intolerance to milk, but I've always managed to sort of ignore it, or just not drink it that much. But I have migraines a lot, so I was told to drink a lot of milk, which does help. But since surgery, I cannot do that. It makes me feel very, very ill. And I have skim milk or semi-skim milk, and it still makes me feel ill. So I've just tried soy, and that was alright, but I don't like the taste, but it's alright in brews. I don't mind milk in brews because you only have a little bit, but like, if I couldn't make a protein shake and then put milk in it as well, because it's too much dairy for me. But I've just got some coconut milk now, so it's not canned coconut cream and it's not the water, it's like in between. So for 100 ml it's 27 calories, and it's got added calcium in it, but there's no protein like milk or anything, but it's the colour and the texture of milk. So I've not actually had it yet, so I'm going to try that and let you guys know, because it'd be nice to maybe a little bit of cereal, like sort of porridge, because I used to get these porridge pots and you just put boiling water in them, so they're fine for me. But I've tried porridge with milk and I can't eat it because of the dairy. I eat meat mainly for my protein. That's where I mainly get it from. I occasionally have cheeses, like I said about the Baby Bell. They're I think it's around 5 grams of protein for one small baby. Baby Bell, got the hiccups. And then I'll have, for my tea, like my main meal, I'll tend to have it like a meat, which is the main part of my protein. I spoke to my nutritionist about this because she would like me to sort of split the protein throughout every meal, which I do sometimes, but sometimes it's just not, I just can't do it. So if I've not, I'll have like a steak. That's one of my favourite things at the moment, to have like as a meal is steak, and I adore broccoli, and I make I use agave, honey and soy sauce, and then put some toasted sesame seeds, because sesame seeds have got loads of good health benefits, and they've got protein in as well, and it's really tasty. But instead of using all honey, I split it with agave, because agave's got less calories, and it's less bad sugars for you, because if I eat too much honey with my PCOS, it can make me quite poorly, and excuse me, sorry, I've got a runny nose. My body doesn't react well to good sugars, so even if they are honey and sort of natural sugars. My dog keeps looking up because her name is Honey, and I keep saying honey. I'll stop saying honey. She's looking at me now like, sorry. I adore fruit, and I eat fruit a lot. I am obsessed with oranges and bananas. Like, I have to have at least one a day. I love stir fry vegetables, so I get like bean sprouts with water chestnuts, bamboo shoots, and then I love loads of veg, fruit and veg. I love it. Salad boxes, things like that, with no dressing and nothing in it, just plain salads, and I like rocket and spinach. I'm not good with meat on the bone yet still, which is weird because I have always preferred meat on the bone than off it. So I would always choose sort of a chicken leg over a chicken breast, etc. But since surgery, that's changed a lot. I'm not sure whether it's the texture or maybe it's a little bit fattier, I'm not sure, but it just doesn't sit as well as chicken breast or turkey breast or whatever it may be. Every day I drink a vitamin, well, it's a multivitamin drink with iron and minerals in it. So I'll have a sugar-free cordial, and then have a little splash of low-cal sort of orange juice, and then obviously water, and then I'll put one of my Forceval tablets in it, and I drink that. And usually if I'm in work, I'll make one and then drink it all the way through my shift in work. Apart from that, it's tea, Earl Grey mainly. The protein coffees, I like some herbal teas, water mainly. There's some juices that I get from Marks and Spencer's, which are like watermelon and white tea and things. Some of the white tea juice drinks that I like as well. I don't think what else I eat on a daily basis. I'm not sure really. I need to do this better. I'm sorry, I know I'm just rambling. This video is going to be so long. I will do a proper video on exactly what I eat, and I'll try and show some things as well. It's Valentine's Day this weekend, so we've just been out shopping, and my boyfriend's bought me some sugar-free sweets, which is very nice of him. He got me some sugar-free marshmallows and sugar-free sour apple sweets. So there's not many calories in each one, and I can only eat like one at a time. I've never had either of them before, but I'll count them. But it's a nice treat. It's nice to know that you can have treats, because obviously this is my life now forever. This is not a diet. I'm not on a diet or anything. So obviously I allow myself some treats every now and again. Like, I have sugar-free biscuits. I've still got the same pack from, I've had them for months now. You'll see if you watch my videos. I've still got the exact same packet. So it's very rare that I have them, but it's nice to have one if you are craving it or you do want it. It's all about moderation, and they are sugar-free, they're low-fat, and they're very low-cal as well. So it's all about making informed choices, but not restricting yourself that much, sort of thing. Like, because I'm at a weight now, I've lost 7 stone, and I'm at a weight now that most people are starting their journey at my weight now, and I've already lost 7 stone, so I have a long way to go. So I'm not in any rush. This is my life now. This is how I'm going to live for the rest of my life. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with how I'm going. It's good. It's good. What else to say? I wanted to talk to you about oh yeah, I'll say about my NSVs and then I'll talk about the other thing, because I forgot in the last video and I was like, oh, there was something else, and then as soon as I stopped I remembered, so I'll say it in this video. I won't forget. So yesterday, I wasn't working. I was absolutely shattered, so I stayed in my dress. And number one NSV, I used to wear this dress all the time. I lived in it. I loved it. And now I sat down on the bed and there was that much of the dress that I was cleaning up and like messing around and stuff. I actually picked it up because I thought it was a full dress. That's how I was wearing it, and that's how baggy it was. That's how much of the dress was left on the bed. I actually went to pick it up and I was like, oh no, I'm in that. So that's how big that dress is on me now, and that used to fit perfectly. So that was like, wow, that's cool. And then other than NSVs, I decided to clean out my wardrobe. Wow, that took so long. Anyway, it was like piled high, and then I found all these clothes that you must be able to, someone out there must be able to relate to me, when you're like, oh, you go shopping, you buy yourself loads of clothes, and then you bring them home and you're like, they don't even go near me. I can't even put it up my calves, or it doesn't even go anywhere near, and then they get thrown in the wardrobe and forgot about. Please say I'm not the only one. But anyway, so I was cleaning out my wardrobe and I found think about a very large washing basket. I found about 3 washing baskets full of clothes that used to fit that haven't fit for about 6 years or something ridiculous. Some even longer than that, some only for about 4 years or whatever. And I actually found around 7 pairs of jeans, all bar like 2 or 3 pairs are brand new with tags on, that I bought that were my size at the time and nowhere near me. And I've tried them on. I've actually wore a pair today, and they fit. Some are actually like, wow, like got a lot of room. Some are a little bit snug. I could wear them, I could get away with it, they look alright, but they are just a little bit snug, and I prefer sort of, not baggy clothes, but you know, I like a little bit of room. But yeah, so I was like made up, because actually yesterday, instead of doing my closet, I was like, oh, I'll go shopping and I'll just get out for a little bit and I might go and buy myself some new clothes and stuff. So I've gone in my wardrobe and I've just found like about 3 wardrobes full of clothes that I can now wear because it'll fit me. So yay! But my washing pile is like quadrupled. So I'm gonna try and get through that. I have been doing. My coat, I don't know whether I said it to you a while ago, but sort of in December, my leather, I think it was either November or December, my leather jacket that I adore, that never fit when I first got it. I couldn't zip it up, but I used to wear it all the time anyway, and then that got really big. So I wore a really old coat from like 3.5 years ago, whatever, that again didn't fit, but someone bought it me. So I used to wear it, and then I couldn't wear it. I could only wear it for about 2 months because it just got ridiculously too small. And I've actually got pictures of me in it where it's not zipped up and you can tell that it does not fit. So I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, that coat is now huge on me. That coat that has never ever fit is now huge on me. So I was gonna buy a new coat, but then I thought, oh, I'll just keep wearing it because winter is almost over, and then it'll be spring and I can wear sort of a different jacket, a bit looser or lighter, even, not looser, sorry. So I thought, oh, I'll just wear it. Well, anyway, I found my old coat from college. So when I was 16, and 17 I have this coat that hasn't fit me since I was 16, and I got in it yesterday and I zipped it up. So that was like, what? So that's in the wash at the moment. It's a little bit snug, but gosh, in about 2 weeks that'll be fine, so I'll start wearing that. Yay. So I was well chuffed with that. I thought that was amazing. I found loads of stuff, loads. So yeah, really happy. One thing that I wanted to speak to you about is hair loss, because I've not mentioned that yet. I started losing hair, I'd say around 3 months. Like, everyone says, oh, from 3 to 6 months you'll start losing your hair, and I think it was genuinely like 3 months. It was only a little bit at first, but now it's sort of, I try not to wash my hair too much, so I have it tied up a lot, but you can probably see that I have bald patches, and you can really see my scalp through my hair at the moment. The reason why I've not even mentioned it is because throughout my life, whenever I'm poorly, the first thing that happens to me is my hair falls out. So it's nothing new for me. So it doesn't scare me. It's not like, oh no. I've always had thin hair, and it always does that when I'm sort of not very well. It is quite scary in the shower when you're like this, and then it's just coming out in absolute clumps. But, and I mean, my hair's down now. I don't think it's that bad. It's just a little bit thin, but it'll grow back. And as I say, I'm completely used to it. I used to do it a lot. But I've heard that it actually grows back more. So I'm really excited, because I really hope that my hair actually fills out. And as my face gets smaller, like my face used to be like here, and my head used to be bigger. So although I have a lot of hair, it's really thin. But as my head is getting smaller, I think my hair looks thicker, if that makes sense. So hopefully by goal it'll be alright. It'll be alright. I'm not bothered anyway. But that's why I've not mentioned it, but it is happening. A little bit more and more. But I don't wash it too much anyway, and I keep it up. So when I do put my hair down, it is quite bad, and it sort of gets trapped because it's up. It gets trapped in the hair, so when you brush it, it looks like double the amount that it actually is. But yeah, no, it is happening, so I just thought I'd mention that, because I've not mentioned it before. So that's been happening for about 6 weeks or so, maybe a bit more ish, yeah. But yeah, it's not too bad at the moment. It's noticeable to me. You can probably see that my scalp's quite thin, but if you look at my old videos, because I was always ill, my hair was really bad then anyway, so it's not really that different. It's not too bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to stop this now, because it's like almost 25 minutes. You're going to be so bored. I'm sorry if you've sat through this. Well done, and thank you. I will do a couple more videos on like anything that I want to speak about sort of in more detail, or if you've got any questions, that's great, put them down and I'll answer them. I'll make a video and answer them, because I love that. What was I going to say? Yeah, another thing is about calories, like how many calories do people eat? I tend to not really, I don't have a goal really, but I always eat sort of less than, usually less than 1,000 calories a day, which I know is quite low, but I don't need any more than that. I'm never hungry. I don't ever feel starved, or I don't feel like I'm not getting enough or anything like that. Around sort of Christmas, so like end of December and start of January, there was a week or two where a couple of days in each of those weeks I ate about 400 calories. 1,400 calories. And that was really sort of like eating. It wasn't that I was eating a lot, I was eating sort of rich foods, you know, over Christmas, because I didn't starve myself over Christmas, but I ate very, very well. I probably ate more just because I was it was good stuff that I was eating, but I probably ate a little bit more regularly is what I should say. Not more, because I didn't stuff my face at any point or anything, but sort of more frequently, because I don't really eat that much because I'm always busy and I don't feel hungry and stuff like that. So I just make sure as long as I've got a lot of drinks, I can drink my calories a little bit, and I always have my, as long as I have my multivitamins, I have my calcium, and my Forceval drink, and I'm alright then. And my tea. Oh, some days are different, and TMI, but ladies, like, you know what I'm going to say, like, certain times, even with PCOS, and very regular, certain times, you have this sort of, it must be head hunger, but it's like, it feels like physical hunger, like my stomach actually growls and I feel hungry all the time and stuff, and I can eat a lot then, and then like in a few days later I'm like, don't feel any hunger whatsoever, and I don't get head hunger, you know, things like that. So that's quite weird, but it's fine, and it doesn't bother me at all. This is one of them things, as long as you, even if you eat like a lot of calories, as long as it's good stuff that you're eating and you account for it, doesn't really matter, does it? It's one of them things. Right, I'm gonna leave it now. It's like so long, sorry. Hope everyone has a lovely week. It's Valentine's Day on Sunday, so have a lovely Valentine's. Have a good weekend. Have a good week, and I'll do a video very soon. Bye.